Now, Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto initiated a bipartisan dialogue after the first wave of demonstration in this country. And we know how it ended up. The Kenya Kwanza were not serious on their side, and Azimio decided to disband it. So they announced the other day that that member committee team is disbanded totally. And this was as a result when Azimio was demanding that this committee needed to have at least a membership from outside the National Assembly. But the Kenya Kwanza was insisting that what they need is only to have a committee that is going to be in line with the what is in the law. That means if there is anything that can be signed into law, should be something that has been decided by members of parliament. So they needed it to be within the parliament arrangement. That was contrary to Azimio, because Raila seemingly needed to have some people in that committee, but these people are not a national assembly. For example, maybe if you wanted Mother Karua to be on that committee, there was no way Mother Karua can be there, or even, let's say, Kalonzo Musyoka, or Uhuru Kenyatta for that matter. There is no way they can be in that committee. Then again, Raila wanted in the beginning to have at least a retired president or a sitting president in one of these African countries to mediate, something that Ruto dismissed. And we know what happened. As of late, of course, the Tanzania president was in this country. Ruto snapped her. Again, the former Nigeria president, Olusegun Obasanjo, was also in this country. He tried to mediate from both sides. Again, it never worked. And as we're speaking now, again, the news coming in is that the Azimio side and the Kenya Kwanza have reached an agreement to form a member committee to check on some of the issues that are of great concern from both sides. And this agreement has reached after it was mediated by the former Nigeria president, Olusegun Obasanjo. Then the man was mediated this talk, and seemingly it's like this talk is going to take the position that Azimio was holding to previously. At least a mediator who is a retired president or a sitting president. Tick. Nigeria. Then in the agreement, it's like they have agreed that each side will be producing 2 members outside the National Assembly to that committee. That's also what Raila Odinga was looking for. And then majority leader will be there. Minority leader will also be part of that committee. And then other members also. So they have established a 10-member committee. And this is what Azimio has shared. And I want us to go through it, but before we go deep into that, just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party, inawezekana. Press release, July 29, 2023. Statement by Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party. Okay, let's go through it. We, the leadership of Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party, have consulted with the leadership of Kenya Kwanza under the facilitation of His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo on the state of our nation, desires of the democratic and a peaceful resolution of issues that beset our nation, expressing our condemnation and regret on violence that has visited our nation with the loss of lives, serious injuries, and the destruction of property. After affirming our commitment, the adherence to the Constitution and the rule of law, determined to resolve our differences amicably for the benefit of all our people. We have therefore agreed with the Kenya Kwanza to establish a committee of 10 composed of 5 members each from Azimio la Umoja and the Kenya Kwanza as follow. Number 1, 4 members from outside parliament, 2 from each side. Number 2, that one means Azimio watoe 2 members. Kenya Kwanza watoe 2 members. Maybe Raila can decide, I want Kalonzo to sit in this committee and the mother Karua. Or Kalonzo and someone else, maybe Eugene Wamalwa. Or Paranya, or any other person. And then Azimio can make a decision, not Azimio, Kenya Kwanza. Because Mudavadi is not in the parliament, he can sit there. Or Gachagua. Or anyone else that Ruto wishes to sit in that committee to represent them. Number 2, the leaders of majority and minority from the National Assembly. That means Kimani Ichung'wah, that is regarding Gachagua, sitting in that meeting. Because Kimani Ichung'wah is speaking the interest and wish of Gachagua, not Uhuru, not William Ruto. That's the truth. Kimani Ichung'wah is not speaking for Ruto. Kimani Ichung'wah is speaking on behalf of Gachagua. And these are hardliners, of course. So, mambo ya kuleta minority leader and a majority leader, it was just a way to bring in a Gachagua representative. Gachagua man out meeting. Now, number 3, 4 additional members of parliament, 2 from each side. Azimio watoe wawili, kwa mfano maybe Otiende Amolo, and someone else maybe from the Senate, maybe Edwin Sifuna or another individual. Then Kenya Kwanza watoe watu wawili. That means maybe one person will come from the Senate and another one from the National Assembly. So 2 members wakue hapo equal side. Further details on this initiative shall be communicated in due course. Signed, Honorable J. Opiyo Wandayi, MGH MP, the leader of minority party. That is the agreement between the two. So that means a new committee is going to be formed and discussions are going to kick off. So Ruto decided to go to Nigeria to his cousins or not cousins, in-laws or what. So msichana yake alioleka huko. But then we know now at least there is agreement here. And this agreement is not that Raila and Ruto want to meet. What Kenyans do not want is a situation whereby Ruto want to meet Raila Odinga somewhere in a hidden room, like the way he was tweeting. That one, no one wanted to go in that direction, because then here, what are they negotiating? It will be just a way of looking for another excuse. We don't want a handshake. That's the truth. And that's why they are forcing to have this kind of meeting, which will not bring something close to issues of handshake. We don't want that, because Azimio has interest in 2027 general election. It might either have Raila or Kalonzo on ballot. Kenya Kwanza, they have interest to defend. So, there are serious issues here that took people to the street. Number 1, it was cost of living and this finance bill. Ruto is cleverly moving in this direction after he reached out to the High Court to overturn the decision that was made by the other court. to stop operationalization of the Finance Act. Sasa iko operational, itaanza kufanya kazi. Wanataka waanze kutulima. Martha Koome ameanza tu kuonekana kama ni puppet ya executive. That's the kind of image that's coming out. So bad. So another thing is that now what is waiting for is now the court to make a ruling according to the case that was presented by Okiya Omtatah on some of the issues in this finance bill which is contradicting the law. Kwa mfano mambo ya ugatuzi imewekwa hapo na Senate haikuhusishwa and all those other things. So this dialogue should be about the cost of living finance bill, which many Kenyans, 70% they said no. They should talk about the people who police officers have brutalized, those that have been killed, how will they be sorted out? They should also discuss the issue of IBC, of course, constituting another new team, and the issue of server. It is a right for Kenyans to get the information from IBC. They have to publish the information after election. Up to now, they have never released anything. Hatujui tuko wapi. So, the discussion will kick off, and we're going to watch closely to see what they are going to discuss, and we will be sharing also the same on this pipeline. So right now, it means we don't have demonstration. Maybe ile Raila na hiyo, lakini Wakenya wanaweza demonstrate wakitaka. Lakini kwa hawa wawili ni mambo ya kuongea. And then we will see way forward. So Ruto has given in. We are seeing a retired president in this. Because you know, when you want to talk to Ruto, you will talk to him the way Raila was talking to Uhuru Kenyatta. And then Ruto will come out and dismiss you. He is a very cunning man. That's why Raila did not want to engage with William Samoei Ruto. Let there be a mediator. And let them talk about the issues that is touching on Kenyans. So we are going to see way forward. If Azimio, Kenya Kwanza was condemning Azimio, and they were saying that wanafanya makosa and all these things, why did they decide to go for this committee? Kwa nini? So they were pretending. Otherwise, why call the Nigeria president? That's happened to Tuku.